Hello, welcome back to Empire Delivery, episode 17, I believe. We are on the 9th of December, which is well on our way to Christmas. Believe it or not, it's on the 25th. I didn't know if you knew that yet. So, warehouse is very busy, everything is going on. Although we look really smooth and organised, because we always are, it's actually a nightmare. Looking back, got a lot of new stuff in here, a lot of new customers. One in particular, we're a furniture delivery company. That's a pallet. We'll deliver it nonetheless because we are a premium service. What else is going on? Well, obviously during December, our vans are out all of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. So when we get the chance, we give them a little clean. You all know Chris. He's one of our best. Always happy. For some reason, he's always happy. He's cleaning the van, he's just come back from an overnight route. Overnight route is when we're going very, very far away, Scotland or Cornwall, Wales sometimes. We do half the deliveries in the drive to the furthest point, then we stay in a hotel overnight, and then on the way back we do the other half of the deliveries, and then we get back relatively early on the second day. That is what Chris has done, hence why he has time to wash his precious van. He's also going to wash the Peugeot, which is an absolutely fantastic van, arguably my favourite. That van is 60 centimetres longer, 20 centimetres taller and 20 centimetres wider than our biggest van, the follow-up. So 38 cubic metres. Absolutely humongous. You have to see it in real life to understand how big that is. And we will be getting it sign written, so I'm sure some of you will see it in real life. When you do, send us a photo, get £100. There's nothing new out here. It's miserable. We're going to go in. Yes, well, we're on Tuesday today. A busy week because it always is at Christmas. So you will see that and you'll probably be watching this while drinking brandy or maybe sherry or snowball, whatever that is, Louis. Snowball. I think that a nice port would go down with this video. So I hope you enjoy that. Take a swig of that now as we move on.
Oh, well, I'm not the best person to explain this.
Where's the CMR note? So we've just had a delivery come in.
The CMR, you collect on the packing list I give you.
What? Where's?
Packing list on one.
Hi, pardon. So we've just opened up. Yeah, we've just opened up the trailer, and the goods. Some of them are wet. Yes, yeah, they are wrapped. But obviously, no, I don't know if the goods are damaged yet. But all I'm saying is your trailer has leaked onto them. And obviously I can't see any damage, which is why I'm telling you before we unload it. Yeah, CMR note, 'cause this is a Polish truck, isn't it? So we obviously need a CMR note for it, because this is on an international journey technically, isn't it? Is he under CMR now? Yeah, he has a packing list, but I would like a CMR note so I can note the fact that the goods are wet. Perfect. I'll pass you back over, thank you. Cheers, bye. So it's just been confirmed, I just spoke with the manager, they are now going to make a CMR for us. So I can note that it was potentially damaged at the point we're unloading it, which means we fall under their insurance in case there's anything wrong with it. So knowledge is power. You join me back on the next day here, the 10th of December, it's 3:15. Tyler's en route today because we haven't got enough people. So he is out doing deliveries today. Hence why he's not in the office. I'm here to tell you about something else we've been doing. So, obviously the way we store our sofas, stand them in the lines, blah, 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 easy. Beds. We suffered a bit with them. We never really knew how to do it. So the first way that we stored beds is we had these steely racks and we'd lay one bed down on the bottom and one bed down on the top. And then we would store them just over there, right at the front, because obviously they're a nightmare to walk up and down the lanes. It did work for a period. It was a bit clunky trying to manoeuvre these about, you know, get them in and out because the beds were so wide and everything. It was slow and it was causing a lot of problems. And then obviously, because you've got an order on the top and an order on the bottom, you're only ever going to be taking one off to load it. So then you're left with a trolley with just one on it, which can make it top heavy and still a nightmare. We decided, so we've got 20 of these trolleys, we decided we're going to get them cut down. So this is now how they look. So we've had this top, I guess you call it C-bar, whatever you want to call it. We've had that completely chopped off, and we've had a wooden base installed So now, instead of laying there like that, we stand them up like this. So it is so much more efficient. You only fit one bed on, which is better for us because we're only ever unloading and putting one bed on at a time onto the vans. So you're not lugging around a bed that you pointlessly don't need to lug about. On top of the fact that it's more efficient in that realm, it's more efficient space-wise as well. So here's a couple that have already been done. And I mean, you can already see immediately how much more efficient it is. One bed per trolley. Yeah, nice and simple. We're really, really happy with that. So a little thing we've been doing. We've got another 9 more to get cut. My dad is cutting those tomorrow, I believe, or Thursday. So when they're all done, we'll show you a little B-roll shot of that. I guess we can show that now because it's in the future. We're going to do a little, yeah. Yeah, that's what's been done today. Other than that, we've had no lorries in. No, we have had a lorry in, but it weren't that interesting. They did have their CMR note ready, funnily enough. But yeah, that's all.
Don't want to listen to that. Welcome back. It is Friday the 12th of December. Outside, the guys are beginning to offload a Darlings Arctic lorry. As you can see, Evan and Holden are making a good start on that now, getting everything off, ran into the front pad, scanned in and straight into the lines. And as you can also see, there is no one in the office but me. So unfortunately at 7 a.m. this morning, one of the vans decided to go into limp mode and essentially break down. So Jamie and Tyler are trying to recover that now. An eventful Friday already. We'll get the guys to crack on with this lorry. I'm going to try and sort a rental van to basically cover this van if it doesn't come back up and running. Because obviously December's our busiest month. We can't really afford to lose a van. Yeah. What a great Friday already.
I am now back at the warehouse. As you know, a van broke down this morning. Bit of a nightmare. These things happen though. So what do we think's gone wrong with it? We're not 100% sure. The guys were driving down the road as normal, about 50 miles an hour. And all of a sudden we had a light flash up saying engine failure risk, beeping at us. And loads of like blue smoke coming out the exhaust. So they pulled over, they stopped, then they called us. That was about 6 o'clock this morning. So we took one of the other vans we've got here, because luckily we had one today. We took one of those over to that, got everything swapped over. So no customers were disrupted, luckily. The van is now back with us. Realistically, we won't be seeing that back on the road this side of Christmas anymore. There's just not enough time. So we've got that booked in with Renault for the 9th of January to get fixed. Fingers crossed that's not too major. I don't think it is. From the research I've been doing, it could be something like a gasket, as little as that. I think that's a little job anyway. So fingers crossed. What more have we got going on? So obviously you've already seen our red trolley thing that we've been doing. My dad is currently outside building a few more. So we'll show you that because it's pretty interesting how that's been done. The van's also out there. And that's the weird thing about this van is it still runs and drives absolutely fine. It's just, you know, when it gets too hot, it just loses power and you can't drive it. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Oh, here you go. There is another one that's just been built. And I think we've got another lorry turning up. That's a really cool lorry. Look at that. These keys need some oil. Let me get that. What do you mean, which one's bad?
Oh, that. I was looking for lights.
That's pretty bad.
Delivery.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Can you just come along here? Is that all right? Just get as close as you can, if that's okay. Another lorry from one of our retailers. That's the second one this week from them, which is double what they usually do, so that's good. We'll see how full it is. Hopefully it is very full, so it's cost effective. A very nice lorry though. Peaky Blinders. Looks great, nice new DAF. Crack the nuts, and all that means is literally just loosen them off. Yeah, a tiny bit, just enough so that the wheel won't spin when it's in the air.
Oh no, bit of a nightmare.
Do you want me to pay it from my personal account, or I can pay it from my personal account if you want.
No, it's all right. I'll pull over. It's fine. It'll take me 2 minutes.
Cool.
Let me
All right.
just find somewhere safe to park. How much am I paying in?
£125.
To change a tyre, not supply one, just change one. It's a lot. We're doing the overnight loading tonight and every night until Christmas Eve now. We think there's a lot of inefficiencies in that section of our business. And the only way to work out inefficiencies, I find, is to walk the walk, as they say. So I am doing it every night, as is Tyler. And we're going to see what we find. Chances are we'll probably find a lot. And then in the new year, that should all be fixed. So we'll be more efficient, quicker, and better, and cheaper. So you actually, Louis is going to be there to record it. So you'll see that shortly.
Parking mode. Continuous recording will now start.
Yeah, probably do. So obviously we rarely show this part of the business because it takes place in the middle of the night, and we are sleeping when this happens. But as I previously said just a moment ago, we are going to be doing it between now and Christmas to work out any inefficiencies and places where we can improve and make it better. We're going to give you a little run through. So right now behind me, the route is being picked by Evan and Holden. Route being picked effectively means the stuff that is in the warehouse, located into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it is the correct bits are being pulled to the front in the right order for me to load. So effectively that is the first sofa that needs to go on. I will obviously double check it with some paperwork and scan it to make sure I'm getting it bang on, but it will be bang on already. So first thing we do is we back the van up. Obviously it's got a few bits in it like our home protection kit. So we roll that up, make that all neat, we get that out, make sure all the straps are correct. Then we sweep the van out. Then we sweep the van out. Then we sweep the van out. Then we begin to load. So you're going to watch us do that now. So, yes. So we're now onto like the loading phase effectively. So Tyler's referencing paperwork or using his scanner to give me the correct item one at a time, using these labels, and then I'm just putting them on, making sure they're packed safely, not going to get damaged when they're being transported and stuff. Haven't had to use any blankets or straps as of yet. As you can see, it's all fit pretty nice together, but I'm sure we'll have to a little later on because it's getting a bit more complicated. Yeah, just got to get this bit on and that bit behind you. And then after that, we do the vehicle check, make sure that the care kit, sorry, out of breath, make sure the care kit's got everything on it. Make sure that we've got enough floor protectors, door protectors, frame protectors, mattress protectors, blankets and tape. So we'll do that after. You got to move out of the way.
How many vans?
We've got 5 because some of them are on overnights and stuff like that. So we've got 5 more to do. So, sat barrow, 3 floor protectors, 1 door frame protector and 1 door cover protector. One mattress bag for if we collect mattresses. And we've got the roller wrap on there, which if we refer to our checklist, that's everything that needs to go in the back of this van. So we're going to tick that off now. Right, so the next thing we do is get the paperwork, which has been printed by the warehouse team. Okay, yeah, come through. We're having to print some more, but we've got something called damage waivers. So when a customer has a really high risk delivery, it's really tight access, or they want us to do something we wouldn't usually be comfortable doing, we get them to sign a damage waiver, and effectively, putting it bluntly, this removes our liability of damage to the customer's house or the product. We rarely use them, in all honesty. We try and do everything under our own insurance, but sometimes it's a bit ridiculous what we're asked to do, but we're always comfortable doing it. So what we do is we grab a couple of these, and with each bit of paperwork, we stamp 5 to it. They never use 5, but it's just in case they have a really bad day. So 3, 4, 5. Really simple. Whack that there on the back. Okay, so this is the checklist I was talking about. It's like an overnight loading checklist. So the section we're looking at is just this bit here. So the first tick is to say it all came back, which it did. 3 floor covers, it came back, and we've since just put it back on, so we can give that 2 ticks. We know there's a door cover on there and a frame cover. They also both come back, so we can tick them. We've put the trolley on, that also come back. 3 rolls of tape. We've got blankets to put on there. See, that's why this is so good. So blankets are here. They've all been de-taped, so they're ready to go again, because we reuse them as much as we can. So put them on there. Give that a tick. Mattress bag is on there, perfect, and we've got the roll of wrap on there. So all we've got to do on this one now is check in the front, the kit. I'll do that in just a second, and then do the fluids, AdBlue and screen wash. So we'll do the kit now. I can't use the caddy. Have you not heard? So kits are kept just under here. There we are. So we've done a little video on this a couple months back when we done it. Reason for this is if we deliver a velvet sofa and it's got a pressure mark on it, which can happen. Velvet's a really soft fabric, so it can happen. Really easy to fix that. All you need to do is steam it out, but obviously that means that we would need a steamer on site. So we installed these into each van. I say installed, we put them into each van. Yeah, very, very simple. We've got an extension lead because obviously we need power for the steamer. So you've got an extension lead in there. So I can tick that off. Hang on one second. So we've got an extension lead in there, so we can get power to wherever the sofa is. That's on the checklist. We've got the steamer in here. I can just see that just there. We've got some cloths, that's fine. Fabric cleaner in case there's a small mark. Stapler and staples in case we need to fit the arms and we need to reupholster the bottom on site. So that's everything that goes in here. Luckily it's all here and all checked, so I can tick that off on here if I turn the pen the right way around. So steamer, extension lead, stapler, staples, cloth, can of fabric cleaner, and then 2 high visibility jackets, which are there. 1, 2. That's for if we're ever delivering on a site and we need to wear high vises. So that's everything that goes in the front. Okay, so final thing is the fluids. So AdBlue and screen wash. We keep that over in this corner. We buy them both in bulk, obviously because we use so much of it. You'd have to excuse that it's a bit wet over here. We just was washing a load of vans. Luckily none of the furniture goes here. So, do you want to turn it off? So in here we buy 210 litre drums of AdBlue. We've got our electric pump there to pump that, and then we've got this cool contraption here, which links up to 2 barrels. One barrel is for the cleaning solution for the vans, the other is concentrated screen wash, and then you can see the blue pipe that runs into the hoses there. That mixes it to the correct mixture. Really cool stuff. So we've got these 5 litre decanters, I guess you could call them. So it's really simple. You just put that in there, click that over to screen wash, because we're just washing vans, so I just had to click that over like that, click the on button, and it comes flowing through. Not the fastest on planet Earth, but slow and steady always wins the race. While that's filling up, we will also do the AdBlue, which we put in this one here. Yes, about the caddy, while I'm filling these up, it was a bit of an interesting story that we had someone comment that you actually can't use a fuel caddy because AdBlue corrodes the metal. So slightly irritating, to be honest. But, you know, thank you, Mr. whoever you are who commented that. I appreciate it. You potentially saved our vans. So we're going to buy a proper AdBlue caddy. Until then, I'll be just using these 5 litre drums. For those younger viewers that are watching that potentially might not know, AdBlue goes here. That's not what I'm telling you, but AdBlue isn't blue. Never get that mistaken. You could see how easy it is. The screen wash is blue and the AdBlue is clear. Really, really important. We haven't yet had that happen, and I hope it never does to me or any of you watching. So, really, really simple this. Telling you how to suck eggs, but all we do, just put that in there and pour away until it's full. It probably won't take a lot because it's only done a short route today. There you go. That's literally all it takes. And then we do that. You may be wondering, if it only takes such a little amount, why do we do it every day? And that is because a long time ago I had a Mercedes Sprinter which had AdBlue. I say a long time ago, about 4 years ago. I had a Sprinter that took AdBlue, and I only ever used to fill that up when it was empty. Now that's fine in, you know, your average car where you're not doing a whole lot of miles and it barely ever gets empty. But we were so consistently letting it empty out to the point where it was coming up on the dashboard that the sensor in the AdBlue tank was exposed to air. Now the thing with AdBlue is when it's exposed to air, it crystallises and it goes like a horrible icy type thing. We'll get a picture overlay.
Like what happens on the bin.
Exactly what happens on the tanks when we spill a little bit over it, all crystallised, it goes nasty. Now that happened on the end of the sensor, crystallised on there, and it caused a malfunction. That can be a really costly fix, a whole new AdBlue tank, which can be upwards of £3,000 or £4,000. And obviously it will take your vehicle off the road for a long time, which for us is, you know, massive costs. So yes, it's worth just spending literally the 2 minutes every day to just fill up the fluids. And obviously we need screen wash because it's winter and the guys are using a hell of a lot of it. That just goes in there, really, really simple. Open that up and pour it in. And as you can see, that barely takes any as well. It appears this one probably didn't need doing today, but we done it nonetheless. And this van is now ready to go out tomorrow. Good morning, a very early morning here at Empire. The time right now is 5 to 5. This very fine morning. I don't know. I'm half asleep. So a couple of the guys are in. Chris and Mason, they're off to Cornwall today on a 2-dayer, so they're just starting their van. He's also skipping along because he's just always so happy. He's going to start up all the vans that are leaving at 5 o'clock, so in 5 minutes. Then we've got a couple leaving at 5:30, and then the rest are leaving at 6 o'clock. So hopefully all the staff turn up. I am worried a bit. Here's another one, Callum. So yeah, there's another one as well. We really need everyone to turn up today because we have got no backup and every single one member of our staff is out. And also, Zed is here today. There he is. He's literally just turned up. So I want to be here with him today. So I hope everyone turns up. Anyway, I'm sure you'll find out if they don't. There's another one just turned up. They all seem to be turning up at the same time. But I've got my brother coming in because he's going to be back up. Although he should be here too by now. I'm a bit worried someone's not going to come in, yeah. Yeah, but if someone doesn't turn up, you're covering them. That Mazda 25 plate. Morning, morning. How we doing? You all right? Oh, sorry.
Hello.
Albie. This is Zed, by the way. No, you're not the latest. Oscar is, obviously. Of course he is.
Yeah, Liv's second closest.
Yeah, always the latest. See you later, guys. Have a good overnight. Good luck. Okay, welcome back. You join us at 6:30. It's a lot more quiet now. All the vans that are going out today have left. You might be wondering why we've got one there. That's got an engine issue, so that's not going out at the minute. Just want to talk about sort of how our Christmas is going, how busy we've been, and stuff like that. So every year we set a cut-off date for our customers. So effectively what this is we say, this year it was the 12th of December. So we say anything received up until and on the 12th of December is guaranteed pre-Christmas delivery. Anything after that is not guaranteed. Now, obviously we do make a lot of exceptions through this. This is just a base. And then we pre-agree stuff with different retailers that we work with, depending on their specific requirements. Because a lot of our retailers are, obviously really good brands, they're growing really quickly. A lot of the retailers that we're working with have seen a massive uplift on last year. Now that has obviously flowed through more sofas being sold, more sofas need to be manufactured, and more sofas need to be delivered. So we have seen this year that the manufacturers that are making these sofas have been really pushed to the limit. So today is the 22nd of December, and we are still yet to receive a delivery, a lorry that's coming in today on the 22nd that we are guaranteeing for pre-Christmas. I mean, 23rd and 24th, that's all we've got to do to get it booked in, loaded and delivered. And we are guaranteeing that. So, a lot of people wonder why we're a bit more expensive than the rest. I don't know many people or many companies that will guarantee or set a date of the 12th of December and still be promising on the 22nd and actually pull through on it, because we will, and we do every single year. Another reason why you pick a quality service over a cheap one. I know I drone on about that, but it's one of the most annoying things ever when someone complains about the fact that you're 5% more expensive than someone else, when they're not fully aware of just the lengths you go to make sure everything gets done. So that's what we're doing. 22nd of December today, we've got a delivery and we're still guaranteeing that for pre-Christmas. We've got a van, my brother, he's going up to Tetrad, which is a well-known furniture manufacturer. He's going to pick up a van load of stuff that's coming back. That's also guaranteed. Some of them deliveries are even in Scotland, and we will do them all. So choose quality over price. Just like that, you have reached the end of the video. We are on Christmas Eve today. All the deliveries have gone out. Everything's been absolutely fine. All of our pre-Christmas has been completed. You can see how empty the warehouse is. Everything in there now is to be delivered in the new year, post-Xmas. But yes, it's been a very, very busy month. You can probably see that by the video. We haven't done a whole lot of recording. Still managed to get it to about 30 minutes though, so we're proud of that. Have a lovely Christmas, enjoy yourself, relax, and we will see you in the new year in 2026. I can't believe how quick 2025 went. Thank you very much for watching.